You're not lazy. You're tired because you've been surviving in a world that keeps asking more of you than you have to give. By the end of this video, you're going to be able to tackle that down, prevent burnout, and deal with it if you already have it. It's the loop you're trapped in. You've been working, pushing, and trying, and somehow you still feel stuck. This is not a motivation problem. You do not lack motivation. It's a nervous system problem. You never got to finish the stress cycle, so your body still thinks it's not safe to rest. The second thing is, your inner critic is not the truth, okay? Maybe you've been telling yourself all sorts of things. I should be further along by now. I should have improved on this by now. I'm supposed to be doing this better because I put in so much time. What the hell is wrong with me? That voice in your head is trying to protect you, but it's using outdated scripts from your survival playbook. It's using things that do not protect you, so you need to teach it how to actually properly protect you. You don't need to fight it. For now, just notice it and remind yourself, I'm allowed to grow slow. I'm allowed to need rest, because you are. Anytime you notice any of these thoughts, challenge yourself by trying to reverse it. Say the opposite out loud, verbally. That might lessen it, and that might help your subconscious adapt more to what you actually feel. Teach your subconscious to protect you. Teach your inner critic to protect you the way it's supposed to. When nothing feels worth doing anymore. That feeling of emptiness after finishing something. I'm here to tell you that's not failure. Sometimes you're gonna feel empty even after accomplishing the biggest tasks ever. You're not lazy. You're in grief. Grief for the version of you that thought effort alone would be enough, but it's not. You're meant to connect to what you're doing. You're meant to make something, build something. Your projects are meant to somehow form a connection with you. So personalize them. Otherwise, you're gonna end up feeling empty. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by personalization? That could look different for everybody. You could find your purpose, find your why, find the purpose you're doing this task and how it makes you feel. Verbalize it as well. Say it out loud. This task, this thing makes me feel this, and that's why I'm doing it. Verbalize it. Even if you think you know already deep down why you're doing something, sometimes our minds forget even though we didn't actually forget. Remind your body, remind your mind, remind your soul as to why you're doing this. Maybe the task itself is not like this grand thing that would cure cancer, no, but it does help you in some way. It does make you feel something, which will lead you to things in your life. Never forget to remind yourself of them. You were taught to give everything until you had nothing left. Especially if you're a woman, a caregiver, or just a people pleaser, you were told your value came from how easy you made life for others. But I'm here to tell you, you do not owe the world your burnout. You do not owe anybody anything. You're allowed to protect your peace even if nobody claps for it. Even if nobody appreciates it. You're supposed to. Because otherwise, even if you are a people pleaser, you want to please others, nobody's gonna be pleased by someone that's literally crumbling, are they? Nobody's gonna be pleased by that unless they're messed up in the head and want you to crumble. A lot of the loved ones that actually care about you, that you keep saying yes to when you're supposed to be saying no, sometimes when you have a lot on your plate, they do not want you to crumble. So focus on your peace, protect your peace, even if it means declining some things. And I'm not telling you to never help the people around you that you care about. You should if you want to. And if it doesn't sacrifice your peace, if it doesn't fill up your schedule with more things that are about other people than about you. Realignment, not reinvention. You do not have to become someone new. You just have to remember who you were before burnout. What did you love doing before it had to be posted or perfect or profitable? Why did you start? When you were a kid, why did you want to do this? Why did you dream of this? If you're not doing what you've dreamed about when you were younger, that's fine. Why did you start whatever you're doing right now? Well, my answer is I started drawing because I liked having a planet of my creation. Like, I wanted to create a planet to live in, even if it did not exist. Okay? With creatures, with places that I can call my own. This is what made me start this channel about healing through art, because I truly did. I truly am healing through art. And this is something you can do as well. If you do not want to draw your own world, you can simply make a Pinterest board out of it. And I'm not saying it has to be completely different from Earth. Earth is beautiful, but Earth is still hard. I want you to take the peaceful parts, the things you like about Earth, and put them in a board. If you want to live in a perfume bottle, literally make a vision that you can literally make it your own, is what I'm trying to say. And you can visualize yourself being there, being in that safe place, being in your world before you start working or doing anything. The reason being, when it comes to burnout, it is not a lack of motivation, as we said. It's a mismatch between your nervous system and your creative drive. Burnout is often caused by overfunctioning in unsafe feeling environments. Creativity cannot bloom in chronic threat. It's not weakness, it's your brain protecting you from preserved danger. What if we reframe that unsafe feeling environments? Wherever you are, I'm sure your subconscious is subconsciously thinking about all the things that are going down on Earth, even if your country's safe, even if you're in your own bedroom. Somewhere on Earth, people are suffering. Things are not going the way we want. And that's why I really recommend you to visualize your own environment, even if the one you're in right now is not perfect, is not safe. That way, you can get through and stop burnout, at least lessen burnout and prevent it from happening because of the environments you're in. People say just change your environment, but sometimes it's not that easy. It's not as easy as snapping your fingers and moving to a different planet. Sometimes you have to create it yourself. In your mind, on paper, on your screen, on your phone, whether it's on Pinterest, whether you draw it, create your own planet to escape to. I'm not saying escape to it permanently. Go to it to feel safe, to feel inspired, and then come back and make the world you're in, the environments you're in better through what you've learned in the environment you created. That way, your nervous system and your creative drive can align. So again, I want you to ask yourself, what would that world look like? That world that feels peaceful, that would calm your nervous system down. What does that world look like? Create it, visualize it, and daydream about it until your nervous system calms down truly. Start there, whether it's one sketch, one quiet morning where you're sipping your coffee or tea, or before bed, before you sleep. A lot of nightmares you get are because your nervous system is not calm, or because of the things you're thinking about in the environment you're actually physically in, because your subconscious is never turned off and it's always thinking about those things, even if you do not know it. So take a step back and calm it down. With everything I told you today, I really need you to understand that you won't feel this way forever. Even if you do, for a while longer, that's okay. You're not falling behind. You're remembering how to feel safe inside your own skin again. If this has helped you feel seen, write a letter to yourself tonight. A letter from the version of you who's actually living in the world you created. Whether it's a realistic one or a fantasy one, write it to yourself. Because that version of you has really good things to say, better than what anybody else would say on any platform. If you're ready to forever let go of your burnout, comment down below, goodbye burnout, and thank you for listening to this episode of The Art Diary.